welcome back to another episode of Triple P&J. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell in the upper right corner. Right.
That's in the middle of the screen.
Same thing. Anyway, we're on other platforms. Don't forget to check those for our new episodes. As you can see, Willis is not here. He's on his part-timely duties.
Willis, he sends his love to Aliyah. He said he wished he could make it, but he couldn't. So, we're back. We're not doing virtual anymore. We didn't like it.
What do y'all think? What did y'all think about the virtual?
Let us know.
Why'd y'all do that?
So, I thought...
Doesn't give the same vibe as being...
It doesn't give the same vibe as being in person, but I like the virtual only because you could see everybody's actual facial expressions on there.
Yeah. And
it was funny to watch everybody's reaction, but I was down for virtual or in person, so it really didn't make a difference to me. We was going to do it regardless, so...
Okay.
Did you watch the virtual episodes?
I watched part of them, but, kind of fell asleep because I was watching them all.
Damn, that ain't calling us boring.
Nah, I was smoking and I was in the car and then I was just like, shots fired, dude. But yeah, I mean, they were good.
At least he took the time to try and watch it.
Yeah. That's correct.
That's respect.
We got a view.
Huh?
We got a view.
Right, we got a view, a listen, all of that. So, how's everybody feeling on this wonderful Sunday?
Exuberated.
Okay.
Exuberated. Dang, I don't even know another word.
I'm about to stress you out.
Yeah, you don't know how you feel?
I feel
I'm
good.
feeling great.
Like,
I'm feeling great.
I feel good too.
I'm solid.
Good spirits today.
Mm-hmm. It was a good day today.
Which I want to talk about.
You feeling like a bad boy, Curtis?
I always feel like one.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Always.
What about you being a good boy?
Good is no fun.
Oh. Alright, well.
So as y'all can tell by the title of today's episode, we are going to be talking about Orlando Brown and him being on Bad Boys Texas, and is that a good idea? Is Zeus Network just using him for views and exploiting him? Jalisa, what do you feel about the situation?
I watched the trailer. I don't really watch a lot of reality TV, but I saw the trailer and that one part where he was walking out of jail, like they had bailed him out. I feel like that was his reasoning for doing it. Like, wasn't he in jail before I don't know. Season started?
To be honest, I haven't really kept up with him since That's a Raven. But, no, I be seeing, like, on the Shade Room and shit like that every time he go to jail. And his mugshot for, like, whatever, allegedly abuse, and some other drugs and all of that.
How many times has he been in jail?
A lot.
Really?
Yeah, Disney stars are wild.
Yeah, I wonder what they be doing to them Disney Channel stars. What y'all think?
I think they just got exposed to a lot of different stuff at a young age, and they never really learned how to, like, cope with certain stuff the proper way.
Right.
So, yeah, it's like the early on fame life, and you just kind of go, wow.
Have you seen Amanda Bynes?
Oh,
what? I didn't. She's tripping too?
Yeah.
Wait, who was
Amanda Bynes was a rapper. You remember the girl from All That?
Yeah. Man.
Remember that?
He's a little bit younger than us, so you might not have known who she was.
Amanda.
All that probably stopped coming on by the time that he grew up.
Was it on PBS?
No, it was on
Nickelodeon.
Oh, I didn't know.
Did you ever watch
Cardi B
Kill?
was on a PBS Kid show. Cardi B?
No, she wasn't.
She was on a PBS Kid show.
No, she was not.
Yeah, all aboard the Choo Choo Train.
That was not her.
I could have sworn it was.
That was not her, and that was on Disney Channel.
Oh, that was Disney Channel?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
But yeah, I definitely think they were exploiting him because, for one, I mean, it seemed like a interesting trailer, but I didn't know any of those people. Unless you like really kind of
follow social media.
You ain't gonna really know any of those people. The only person I knew was Orlando Brown, and
Yeah.
that was from like.
I knew him and Raz B from B2K, but
Who?
Raz B from the group B2K.
Oh.
Yeah, he was one of the ones on the trailer hollering and shit. But I do feel like they was exploiting him because I don't feel like he's mentally stable from the shit that he's been doing in social media. I don't think he's mentally stable to be in the damn house with all of these men and arguing and fighting.
That's why he's perfect for the role.
I don't think they're exploiting him. I think it's very much consensual. Like, he agreed to do it, but I feel like he had his own circumstances behind doing it.
I mean, maybe the bag is right.
At the end of the day,
Right, the bag was right. His circumstances don't seem to be that great. But
Right, because he ain't going back to Disney. They ain't asking for to be
Yeah, but
on.
that's still like kind of exploiting that though, because they presented an opportunity to him knowing he would take it because of his circumstance.
They took advantage of the option that they had.
Yeah, because they knew
They couldn't have got nobody else.
It'll bring views and ratings to their
I
network.
feel like they could have got somebody else, but he agreed to do it.
Of course he gonna agree to do it. My man ain't stable.
Shit, I mean, depending on how much money they was offering, I'd probably be sitting on there arguing and fighting with these
Right.
people every day too.
We'll cut you a check for $1 million.
Oh
And we'll bail you
yeah,
out of jail.
I'll start shit on every scene. You cut me a check for that.
You want me to do what? Fight who?
I gotta run up and hit his ass. Okay, here I come.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense. There's like, all right, guys. Who is gonna fill this role the best? We need somebody that's gonna pop off. Ain't scared to say
I don't
shit.
even feel like he'll pop off. I think that
He'll wait.
He'll wait, and he just ain't. He's not scared to say shit, but I don't think he's gonna like be the one to pop off to want to fight you first. I think
He might be taking his meds.
I feel like it's gonna be like a bullying type situation. They're gonna be feeling like they could play on his top because of his circumstance.
He gonna have to defend himself.
Who are these other people though?
Yeah, I don't know.
A bunch of people from social media.
Social media.
One of them does. Jonathan does wigs, or
He does celebrity wigs, celebrities' hairs. So he was on last season.
beating everybody up.
He came in. That's the big black one that was fighting everybody.
Yelling.
Yeah, he came in at the end of last season and was fighting and got left the show for one episode.
I don't understand what they was mad about. It just seemed to go
They all
downhill so
aggressive,
fast.
You know, you put all these people in a house together, some shit bound to go down.
It's a bunch of egos in one house.
Then
That's
a
one,
lot
exactly
of
what it
pride
is.
Right.
in one house.
then one of them was from Love and Hip Hop, Prince.
I don't remember him.
And
I don't
I
think
think
he-
Miami.
I didn't watch this season.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine being like a cameraman. I'd be there like,
Imagine this.
oh, this shit crazy.
Security!
Oh, he hit him.
Security! He
Hit him.
bleeding! He bleeding!
Hey, don't get him yet. Don't get him yet.
Paramedics, call the paramedics. Imagine being security on a show like that.
You got
I
a
would
grab.
quit,
You
bro.
sit there like, man, you in there like,
You stuck with crossfire, bro. You get hit too.
Yeah,
I'm ducking.
I would be fired. I would not.
I'm gonna
break
need an
that shit.
extra $250 every time I take a lick.
Right.
Our way into someone gets knocked out.
Hazard pay.
Yeah, because this job is dangerous.
Yeah. Oh, what's happening on this episode? I need y'all to run that up a little bit.
Right.
Reunion? Yeah, I'm sorry.
All these people running around the stage.
His shoes flying up, ducking.
I couldn't see my. Well, I lie. I could see myself on one of those, but I don't think it would be a good look. Just like Willis said, it wouldn't be a good look for me.
I can still
Why?
see you on one though.
Why?
In regards to acting,
I don't think it would be
good
a
look.
first good look, but I think there's a good thing in diversity.
I'm sure that I could. The type of person I am, I would use that platform to build something else, like just to get my name out there or whatever. But
Do it after your platform's built.
yeah, but I mean, like once I'm already rich and stuff, I could use that to promote something else.
Yeah.
These hands.
Let's nigga try me. Try me.
Honestly, but no cap. I forgot who Orlando Bloom was until like
Orlando Brown.
Brown. God,
Bloom
I
was
keep saying
in
it.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay, I know. Okay.
Yeah,
Orlando,
I tried to establish that before the show.
Orlando Brown.
Yeah.
I forgot about him completely. I forgot about the whole show.
Most people did forget about it until they came out with their little reboot on Disney.
I did not like.
I have not watched this.
I watched
It was
like
terrible.
a few clips, but the reboots never really are the same as the
It's
original
terrible.
at all.
Why are y'all making sequels for everything?
Because there's no originality. People ain't got nothing else to think of. There's no creativity, so they're just like, oh, let's get together and try to make this happen again because...
And it's never the same. And especially when you start casting other people to play the roles and all of that.
No,
It's never as funny. It's never as
the crowd,
great as the first movie.
Yeah, like the crowd that grew up with it probably got a change in taste.
Right.
And then you sitting there looking at the people like, ooh.
And these kids don't understand what they watching.
They understand everything else. They don't understand that.
Like Avatar's 2, I feel like Avatar 1 definitely was way better.
I never watched that
it.
too.
Really?
I can't get into sequels. I can't. Like,
No sequel at all?
Like, I'll watch them, but, like, it's not something I'm about to, like,
It was
jump
like
on.
I had to watch it because it was so long and it's one of my favorite movies. So
What about
I had
Harry
to watch
Potter?
the second one.
I never watched Harry Potter.
Nah.
Harry Potter,
I
they're
could,
all good.
I could
I
never
couldn't
get
even
into
the
Harry Potter.
books. Like, so
Did
I
you
wasn't
read the
gonna
books
try
in school?
the movies.
For me?
Mm-hmm.
I tried to read some, but I got like partial ways through and I lost interest. I think it was like my ADHD or
Right.
some
So I
shit.
can't, like, get into the movie, too, because the books are always better. The book is always,
Always
better.
better. It's
so,
a lot more descriptive.
Right.
Right.
So I'm going to feel like I'm missing stuff because I didn't read the book.
I just figured out that I would never get into Harry Potter when I paid money to go to the movie theater and I slept the whole way through. Like I lived in it, the movie is like 2.5 hours. So I started the movie and then next thing you know I was sleeping. And then when I was waking up, the credits was rolling. I was like, oh well, guess I'm not interested.
Go.
Well, I woke up and said that's a good movie. That was a good movie.
You paid to take a nap.
And the person
For real.
the person I went with was like, you didn't even see shit in the movie. I was like, I mean, yeah. I was like, I knew it was a good movie though. So
I didn't know if it was a good movie if you fell asleep.
I assumed
But why would you assume?
because I did.
But why?
I don't know. It just happened like that.
Assuming is just.
You never assumed before?
I have, but I try not to.
Oh, me too. But in that moment, it didn't happen like that.
Okay, I was wondering.
Okay, I'm just telling you.
Hey, relax.
I'm relaxed.
Relax.
I'm relaxed.
Everybody said on their phone, watch that tone when you talking to me.
Watch that tone when you talking to me. You don't know me, son.
Anywho.
No.
So what's been going on y'all social media timelines lately?
Today was full of the Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis fight.
Did y'all watch that?
Mm-hmm.
No, I saw the last clip. Though.
I was supposed to go to a a party or a viewing of that, and I ended up with y'all last night. And then I did go over there, but the fight was over.
Yeah, that ended pretty quick.
Who won?
Tank Davis.
Tank.
Yeah.
Yeah. He hit
Yeah, with
Garcia with that fucking
body
side
shot.
shot. Yep.
Damn.
He just-
Took his ass down. He looked up.
He
said,
looked at me and
"Fuck."
said,
Yeah, he knew what it was. I ain't gonna lie, that body shot will get you every time, though.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So I had saw this post on my social media the other day that I wanted to bring up on here as open discussion to see what everybody's opinions of the topic is. It was this post that said it was on this relationship page that I'm subscribed to. It said, in a relationship, when does I'm sorry not mean anything anymore?
When it's a repeated behavior.
But does it have to always be the same behavior, or can you do something different and then they say I'm sorry again and it doesn't mean anything, or does it have to be the same thing?
It depends if they're trying to fit or not. I guess fix what they did. Like if they did something wrong and try to fix it. I do not like when people say I'm sorry just for they just walk in a room and they're like, oh, I'm sorry.
That
like
awkward
people,
ass.
Yeah, and they're super
sorry.
apologetic. Like I don't like that.
It's dramatic.
That's too much.
Right, being overly dramatic?
Yeah. Or just saying I'm sorry too much.
Yeah. It just, I mean...
But some people are like that, though, because I can be like that. Like, I think it comes from people who are, like, very, how do I say it? Not really insecure, but it's more empathetic, I guess. Like, they're always empathetic. They just feel for other things and just situations.
Right.
And it just becomes natural. You just say it, my bad, I'm sorry. And, like, some people are like, why are you fucking telling me that? What are you sorry about?
Yeah, I mean, I could be that
you're
kind
saying sorry for it, you just said, like...
Yeah,
I could be that person, too, depending on what the situation is.
Yeah, it really just depends on the situation.
Different personalities, different things. People like it, some people don't. Some people just, they get it, some people don't. It's just, it's a 50-50.
Do you feel like people should always say, I'm sorry?
No. What are you sorry for, exactly?
Yeah, say it if you mean it. Though.
Yeah, say it if you mean it, but if
apologizing
you don't
to me
mean it,
for
there's
it?
no point in saying it.
Yeah, I've never...
Especially if I don't act like I'm offended, or if I act like it didn't bother me, what are you saying sorry for?
Yeah.
They might have thought it bothered you.
If something really bothers me, though, don't
I'd say something.
like, they know.
Yeah, but not everybody thinks like that, though.
Right.
Not everybody has that mental capacity to, like, they're gonna either overthink it,
Yeah.
you know, even if you don't show it, they're like, dang, maybe they're upset, or, like, the fact that you don't get a reaction from them, like, some people need clarity. Or they're just going to say, I'm sorry. So that way they know in the back of their head that their conscience is clear.
Yeah, I think it goes to, like, when people look back at their own actions and then they're like, oh, maybe I should have did it different or said it different, or it was the heat of the moment, it was more dramatic than it had to be.
Yeah.
I think those are the...
But I agree with, like, the second statement you made in regards to it. There's a difference between apologizing and being sorry. Because you can be sorry all damn day. But you can apologize for messing up in different aspects. But if you're constantly doing the same thing and then saying I'm sorry or I apologize, then it doesn't amount to shit.
Every time you do it, like, I'm sorry.
Okay, and if I keep accepting your apology, you're going to keep thinking it's okay and keep doing the same shit over and over.
Yeah, that's if it's the same thing. But if it's something different, then, like, especially if you're around somebody or when it comes to relationships, if you're adjusting to that person and you guys are trying to establish boundaries and thresholds and shit like that, I mean, you're going to mess up a couple times, you know, and if you don't say sorry, you might offend them, but saying I'm sorry in different situations can, you know, it keeps it healthy. Yeah. Like letting you know that I apologize for overstepping that boundary. But if it's the same damn thing and you keep doing it,
right?
Then it's like, bitch, stop fucking apologizing and get your shit together. Like,
yeah. I'm not like how you said, what if they do something and then it's still wrong instead of like the repeated behavior they try. I feel like
they try.
I appreciate you trying, but you still fucking it up.
Right, like. They could do something different. It'll still have the same outcome. And they'd be like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was going to happen that way. I'm like, so.
Then it's not acceptable anymore. Yeah, I get it. I don't know. I'm an apologizer. Sometimes. I'm an apologizer myself. It depends on the situation. But because I feel like sometimes everything doesn't require I'm sorry. But then the other person might get offended if you don't say I'm sorry. But do y'all feel like everything requires an apology if you offend somebody?
No.
That's such a broad way, so not really. Because
I mean, just like you said, it's
situational.
I could do something to show you I apologize rather than saying it.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, that's very valid. Some people like action over words.
Right.
Yeah.
And sometimes, if I feel like I didn't do wrong, I'm not gonna apologize.
If it's like an agree to disagree type of situation, I probably won't apologize either.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just depends on what the situation is, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't feel like you did something wrong, but it still offends somebody, I mean.
Sorry that you feel that way.
I'm sorry you feel offended.
I don't apologize for what I did. I apologize. Something like that.
I apologize that it made you feel this way. However, I still feel that way.
But
I apologize that you were offended.
I don't think I could do that to somebody.
Apologize?
Apologize that they were offended?
Even if I feel like I'm wrong, or I wasn't wrong and it offended somebody, I'm still going to apologize. Because that's me stepping over my ego.
Yeah, me too. Saying, I apologize that it offended you.
That seems so backhanded to me.
It can be, but it's the way you say it, like the delivery. The
delivery does make a big difference, but I feel like a lot of times, like if you don't feel like you were wrong for what you did, but you're just apologizing to me because of like I felt some type of way, I don't feel like that's a real apology. So I'd rather you just save your words and just not say nothing to me.
But the person never intended to offend you. They said it because that's how they felt
right.
at the time.
So if you're offended by something I say and you tell me you're offended by it... You can't
say it with a smile on your face like courtesy.
In this situation, I might not say it like that, but it's like, you're mad because it offended you. I apologize that it offended you. I don't apologize for what I said. I apologize that it offended you. I apologize that I hurt your feelings. That's the kind of...
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying
right.
In my personal opinion, I'm not gonna do that because I'm gonna step over my ego every time and I'll be like, you know what, I apologize and say what I need to say and keep it moving.
What are you apologizing for? For offending them?
Because it offended them.
But you wouldn't say those words. I apologize for offending you.
No, I'm not gonna make it very specific. I apologize for like however you said it. Say it again. I don't know how you said it.
I apologize that it offended you.
Yeah. Or hurt your feelings.
Yeah, but I'm not going to apologize for the way I feel.
I wouldn't tell them that part, but I would say I apologize for it.
I mean, it's kind of implied though. So I mean, to the person that's receiving that on the back end, like I don't know. But I mean, everybody's different. I'm not saying y'all wrong. I'm not saying I'm right or I'm wrong or whatever the case may be. It's just personally, I'm just gonna. That's how I operate. So
it also depends on how petty the situation is too, because I might say I apologize for how I offended you in a smart ass way, and then I don't mean it. So I guess it's different ways to say.
Yeah. Because if you tell me some shit like that, don't tell me I'm sorry for how you.
For how I made you feel?
Yeah, don't tell me that shit. It's just gonna piss me off.
What if they look at you in a very serious way and they're like, Daniel. Daniel, I apologize for making you feel the way that you felt. I sincerely did not mean it. But I feel as though blah, blah, blah.
That's too damn much. You should
see, I'm an awkward person, so I'll just laugh, and then I feel like that would just make the situation worse. So, I
have a habit of just smiling through shit like that. Yeah. Like, I might be taking the situation serious, but I'm smiling at the same time. It's like an awkward type thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. That long-ass apology is going to make me just like...
lose interest?
Yeah, the first 2 words, I'm already done. Yeah, turn around.
For making you feel the way that you felt.
Yeah, but you don't apologize. But you don't apologize for what you did, because that's how you felt.
Yeah, I apologize.
You see how that turned? Like you see how that just turns around?
Because it always go back around to
right.
Yeah, I apologize.
Right. So like I said, I'm gonna overstep my ego, and I'm just gonna apologize for the situation, and I'm not gonna do all that.
I meant what the fuck I said, but I'm sorry it hurts your feelings.
That don't feel like an apology.
That's not.
Because you don't care, like, you care only about the feelings of the person. You don't care about what you did.
But I feel like it's enough to care about their feelings.
It's a half step situation for me.
They have the choice to forget or not move on.
What? Say that again.
That leaves them the choice to decide whether they want to continue to talk to you or move on.
Because I told
that half-ass apology.
So it's a half-ass apology. When
they got a half-ass answer.
Because I apologize that you feel that way, but I still feel like this. Yeah, okay, it's a half-ass apology. Damn, I was trying
It's only half.
It's a half-ass apology. But, I mean, I could give a whole apology too, but in that type of situation where I don't agree that I don't think I was wrong, it's going to be a half-ass apology probably. Or I'm just not going to apologize.
So I don't think I've ever. Would you accept somebody's half-ass apology?
To anybody like that.
Would you accept somebody's half-ass apology?
I apologize that I made you feel that way.
It depends on the situation.
Okay.
So it depends on who it is, what happened. I might not accept the half-ass apology, or I might just understand. Okay, you apologize for what I told you I was mad about.
It's a person with a repeated behavior.
Okay, what about if
What, Jalisa?
It's a person with a repeated behavior.
Oh, then I'm not, after a while, I'm just not going to accept the apologies anymore. Half-ass or full.
Okay, but what if they apologized, but they didn't take the actual blame for it and they blamed someone else?
Then
For
what are
their
you
actions.
apologizing for?
But they apologize. They're apologizing for what happened, but they're not taking responsibility. Like how
I
do
feel
you
like
feel about that?
I feel like we all do that, but why would you be apologizing for something that you didn't do?
I don't know. That's or maybe they
You
did.
mean like if
they did it, but they're putting the blame on someone else.
I still don't. I wouldn't understand. Like, what are you apologizing for if you're going to blame
You're
somebody
apologizing
else?
on the behalf of that person?
They're lying on somebody else?
Yes.
Okay, so I didn't cheat on you with somebody else.
What?
I'm lost.
wait. Okay. Let's see. I don't know another way to explain it.
Okay, so somebody stole your phone, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry you lost your phone, but I think so and so stole it. But the whole time I got it.
Why would I accept that? Why would I accept that apology?
That sounds like a gaslight, to be honest with you.
I got your
Gaslight the
phone.
fuck out of them.
So pretty much you stole my shit, but you trying to help me find it.
Yes.
Oh no! Fuck your apology, bitch.
Call that
No, I
fucking
got
phone. Call that damn phone now.
Let me hear that bitch vibrate.
Find my iPhone says it's in that fucking pocket.
It's right here in the same
Right.
room.
Somebody left it.
Move to the back real quick. It's moving, bitch. It's moving.
I got your dog. But somebody else. I said, oh, Alex got your dog in his house.
No, I would not even listen to that damn apology. I wouldn't give one of those either, though. Because I'm not that type of person. I'm not going to help you find something that I stole. That just sounds so delusional.
I got your charger. Alex took your charger with him.
I don't know where it is.
That bitch hanging out his back pocket.
I got Belly in the window.
But yeah, I had brain fog for a second. I was trying to think about the beginning of the topic. Is
Orlando?
No,
When is I'm
Oh,
sorry?
when is I'm
sorry.
sorry not enough anymore?
yeah. I mean,
We veered off from that.
right.
Yeah, we did.
Alex talking about lying on other people.
All right, there's a million different situations. I don't know. I don't know how I would react to every apology. If I'm
sorry.
go ahead.
Do you remember the worst lie somebody ever told you? Like, you know, it was some bullshit.
Yes, I do remember the worst one. There's a lot of worse ones for me, but yeah, I remember it. It happened recently.
Mm-hmm.
Not like recent, but recent, like in the recent months.
Because they was calling. I was like, who?
I have proof in it. Gaslighting.
Oh, you was being gaslit.
Yeah, I have proof.
So,
and
y'all gonna talk about it, or I'm just gonna be left in the dark? 'Cause I don't know what the fuck going on. Y'all
talk about what?
Your lie that happened. within the
Yeah,
recent
I
months.
confronted a person about something I saw, and I had the proof, and they gaslit me and pretty much was like, that's not what it was, and I'm like, bitch, I'm looking at it. And no, they apologized. I accepted it now, but in the moment, I just felt like I was being gaslit. Like, how I'm looking directly at it, but you saying that this ain't what I'm looking at. That was
reading is a figment of your imagination.
that was one of the worst lies, but I have a bunch of them that I probably told and believed. What was yours?
I can't talk about mine on camera.
You can't talk around it?
Huh?
You
Then
can't-
it's boring. It's boring to talk around it.
Not really. Give us a sneak peek.
Oh, okay. All right. Sneak peek.
The rest of y'all think of y'all's answers because we coming to y'all.
What was the question?
The worst lie you ever told.
Okay,
or
basically,
told.
fuck it. It basically boiled down to, like, I don't want to say this is the worst lie, but I know it was some dumbass shit because I was like, there ain't no damn way. When I was going through my divorce and my ex was trying to tell me how, like, she was trying to get me to pay for half the divorce or pay my side or whatever. And she said, I came up with the money for mine, da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, bitch, I know you broke. How the fuck you paid for half of this damn thing? And it was like, I think it was like $1,500 or some shit like that. And she came up with the money. But I knew, like, the person she was fucking with at the time had fronted her the money and paid for the divorce, or was paying for half of it. And then she kept, blowing me up, talking about I need to come to the office and paying the fucking money. And I was like, no, she told me her mom gave her the money. And I was like, bitch, your mom
broke too?
I was about to say some raggedy shit. But yeah, pretty much. Boil it down.
Say it. We comedy. Say it. Her mama what?
Never mind.
What she did?
Just leave it at that.
We want to know what she did.
She broke. She said her mama sent her the damn fucking money, and I was like, I know your mama can't even afford to send you a third of that.
Did you ever find out where it came from?
Yeah, it came from that person that she was fucking with.
Oh, so you had proof, or it came out?
Eventually, it came out, but when somebody tells you a lie, you know they're lying.
Yeah,
like that's like saying that I gave you $3,000. Like, you know damn well, I'm not saying that I wouldn't, that I probably don't have it like that. I
don't remember. Can you give it to me again?
No. Or the same way other people at our job be lying. Like, it didn't happen this way.
Being lying straight through their teeth.
Right, through their teeth about their situations, where they come up
all the time.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that type of lie. Like, you know they was fucking lying. I was like, I know the fuck your mom didn't give you this money because she too damn broke to barely give you any of that.
I don't know. I think for me, I just can literally almost tell all the time when somebody's lying. It's something about them, and maybe me, I could just tell. Like, what you lying for? Just tell the truth. That's how I feel.
That was one of them, though. Because, like, you think I'm fucking stupid. I'm not finna pay for this shit.
Right. What's the worst lie you ever told or heard? Because I feel like you be lying a lot.
Do I?
That's what I feel.
Tell me one.
I don't know. I can't think right now. It's your turn to talk.
All right. Anyway, the worst lie I have ever heard or told. Alex, you can go.
Oh, no.
We gonna skip me. We gonna come back to me because
we can
run it up, fam. Run it up.
Nigga, you be lying too.
Huh? What? No.
Go ahead.
I don't be lying.
You ain't gotta say your worst lie, or you can say something like the worst lie somebody's told you that you could think of.
That I can think of.
A bunch of eggs.
Huh?
A bunch of eggs.
Oh yeah, that's mainly what I'm thinking of. Shoot. Oh, he just coincidentally texted me, like, today. I guess that's what they told me. He just randomly popped up out of nowhere and boom. I feel like that was the worst lie because, like, obviously I know the dude's been in the phone for a minute because it doesn't just take one day to...
Oh, you saying, like, the way he came into the picture?
Yes.
You know that damn shit lie.
I knew
you know that motherfucking shit all the way lie.
Like, shit. But that's the worst one. No cap. I don't be lying, though.
The worst lie I ever heard.
Man, take a drink.
Worst lie I ever heard. This girl told me she didn't know she was pregnant at 4 months. And I'm gonna sit here and believe it. You don't know you got a baby. You don't know you got a butt in the oven in 4 months.
How did you find out?
She told me, but I already knew. Who didn't know?
She said
you walk around with a baby bump, like.
And she just was telling you she was fat. You were still fucking with her?
No.
Oh.
No. I was not.
It's the.
Yes.
Oh Lord.
But yeah, girl, boo, girl, please.
Be fucking for real.
I think one of the funniest, worst lies I've ever told when I was a kid, and I was trying to get out of school. I got up that morning and I said, in my head, my little, 8-year-old body just said, fuck it, I don't want to go. I've been up all night. I don't want to go to school. So, I'm getting up in the morning and I'm, walking down the hall and I'm sitting there, thinking about something to tell my mom on why I didn't want to go. And I just started crying, all the way there just to go tell her. I was like, Mom, I don't feel good. And I'm sitting there crying, trying to tell her I don't feel good. And I keep looking back at the thermostat. I'm like, what the fuck is the thermostat going to do? And she said, she looked at me. And I stopped crying. And she said, get fucking dressed. And that was that.
Every child ever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel good.
Oh,
Now, when you get dressed and you go out the way on the bus.
I be trying to fake cry.
And then you be like, Mom, the bus passed me.
No, but for mine, I feel like the worst lie I ever told, but still got away with, was when I hit someone's car with my mom's car, and and told her that it happened when I was at school and the car was parked and they just hit me, and it was a little piece of the bumper that had got scraped or whatever. So I had did it the night before. And I was trying to think all night of the lie to tell of what happened. So I was like, okay, I drive to school, so I'm going to make it seem like somebody had hit me. So I came out after fourth period when I was going home, and I looked it was a whole scene. I looked at the front of the car, there was nobody around me, but I looked at the front of the car and was like, oh my god, I had just discovered this shit, I was in a fucking play or something. And I called my mom and was like, so somebody at this school hit your car.
Somebody at this school.
Yeah, but that was the worst lie. I mean, she believed me. She got it fixed and got the money, all of that for it. So I mean, it all worked out. Insurance fraud, I guess.
Yeah. Y'all ever had a lie about the first time you smoked?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll never forget. It was early in the morning, and my brother was he was smoking out in the van, and I decided to come outside because this is the first time I was starting to smoke. I already smoked them one time before, and I get in the van and we're hitting the blunt, whatever, and then the van is parked on the other side of another car, and then there's the garage door, so it's a car in between the garage door and us. So we're sitting there smoking, and then we hear the garage door getting lifted up. And usually, at that time of night, if it gets lifted up, it's my dad coming outside. So I'm already lit, and I didn't think about anything. And my brother said, look, if something happens, he told me just to, kind of lay low. And I did exactly the fucking opposite. So I hear the garage come open, and I slammed the door open, and I started running to the side of the house, and my dad's like, "What the fuck?" Because it's 3 in the morning. I'm running, looking it, trying to. Yeah,
You're not in my bed like this. You.
My dad's just like, "What the fuck?" And then my brother come out the fucking van because he said, "Damn." So my brother had a lie. He was sitting there trying to tell my dad. He said, my dad was yelling at me. He said, "Oh, get the fuck over here." No, he didn't really say all that, but he said, "Oh, get over here." And I came back around the side of the house, and we're sitting there talking to him, and he's asking what's going on. And my brother's sitting there lying. He's like, "Oh, he was just in the van with me. He didn't smoke. He was just chilling. He came out. He was just checking on me, and he just sat in the van." And I'm just like, "Oh, Lord, I know he ain't gonna believe this shit."
Did he believe it?
Oh, he ain't believe it. No, my dad's smarter than that.
Then you got his ass whooped that night.
Was this high school?
Yeah, this was freshman pushing sophomore year, maybe somewhere in between that time frame. But yeah, my dad knew what it was.
Yeah, I had to lie about my first time smoking too, because my dad used to always, I don't know if it was his childhood or whatever, but he used to always accuse me of coming in the house high when I really wasn't. That was way before I started even thinking about smoking. And then when I finally did it, I came home and he didn't really say shit about it. And when I walked through the door, normally he'd be like, "Are you high? Why your eyes red?" I don't know. I rubbed them.
Start joking about it.
And I came in the house and he didn't say anything. Then I went in the room and sat down. And then he came in there and asked me, "Are you high?" And I was like, no, I'm sleepy. He was like, "Well, why are you staring at the TV?" Like, I don't know. I'm stuck. So that was the worst lie because he didn't believe me and I got in trouble. I didn't get my ass whooped, but I got in trouble.
When I get high, bro, my eyes be low. They be glossy and I be smiling and cheesing and shit.
I don't know what I look like most of the time. I don't know, because sometimes at work, y'all be like, "Hey, are you
like today?"
Yeah.
Yeah, you be like, I don't know, your eyes just be like real low.
Yeah, because sometimes I be squinting because I can't see that well.
No, that wasn't a squint. There's a difference between a squint and your eye being low.
Look, regular.
Are you squinting?
No.
Okay.
No, like this.
It didn't look like that. It was
Not
that.
low.
It was that high look.
Yeah.
Like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
That's
That's
you,
why my face
that's
is
how
like.
you always look.
That's why my face is like completely
Just
rested.
stuck.
You come in listen days?
Huh?
I'm asking if you come in listen days.
Oh, some days, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You be looking down when you like walk to the back.
No, I don't do
Yeah.
Let me know you supposed your game, bro. Cause I used to do that shit.
Oh, the good days.
Yeah.
Y'all miss Willis?
Yes.
I do.
Yes.
Hey Willis, I seen your message.
Hey, Willis.
Yeah, we missed your segment. Whatever you were going to talk about, we'll talk about it.
Something about Republicans. I'm sorry.
He
I
said
can't
y'all was out there doing something. I was ready for him to talk about it too, so I feel like y'all
It'd be in a random state that I didn't think of.
Florida.
Right. All right, guys. So up in Wisconsin, there.
Yeah, and
it was Ron DeSantis.
Yeah, what about Ron DeSantis?
And Eileen was talking about he was an asshole.
Who?
It's the toll roads to Disney or something.
He's gonna be so proud of us having this conversation without him. All right, Jalisa, since you the baby mama, where you
Right.
daddy?
Welcome into the Willis segment, aka narrated by Jalisa.
Right. What's the segment?
Anyway, Willis was going to talk about the Republicans in Florida this week. Something about their governor, Ron DeSantis. I think that I'm saying his name right.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You're saying it right.
I'm saying it right.
Yeah.
He knows. He's from Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Florida man.
Is she a G?
You.
I don't know. It was something about the toll roads to Disneyland.
Oh, they were trying to make all the roads toll roads or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I had mentioned something like they just want money. That's not hard to tell. But I don't remember the story.
Something
Something about he was making it.
I don't like toll roads. I think it is a bad thing.
There was something else. He wanted to make Florida like no license open carry.
Oh, it did. Yeah, they put that into it.
They did?
I think so.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you can. It's just like Louisiana. You can open carry in Louisiana.
Without a license?
Without a license.
Yes.
Oh.
Now you do need a license to conceal carry.
Yeah.
And then you take a class, do the course, and all that.
Wasn't it open and concealed?
No,
No, it's
just open.
Mm.
But I think open carry is so stupid. To be
It
honest
is.
with you, not that like the concept of it. I just think when I see people and they just got a big ass.
I
gun on
would
their head.
not trust whoever got that gun on their hip to save my life whatsoever.
Nope.
It'd be
Especially here. No.
yeah.
There's like these little crackheads running up and down.
It's the meth head with a gun on his hip.
Right, here we go. Now we all about to die.
It's Jim Bob! Grab Jim Bob!
Just like y'all was talking about doing the crack rocks earlier.
I wasn't doing.
We don't.
We
No.
That's
don't
what y'all
do
was
that.
talking about out there.
No,
not crack
never.
rock.
Y'all do crack?
Never.
It shocked me too. I was sitting out
Never,
there.
ever.
I wonder
I
why
was
you was
sitting
carrying
there-
a spoon in your
I
pocket.
was
Never
sitting-
ever.
I was sitting out there.
Never
and
ever in a
That's
lifetime.
bath salts.
I was sitting out there
That's
talking to
bath
them,
salts?
and he
Yeah.
had said something about the crack rock, and I was like, "What? Y'all
Never
got the-
ever
what?"
in a lifetime.
You told me that spoon for your daily soup.
Never ever in a lifetime.
Jalisa was like, "Here, pass it here."
You wish.
Lying.
Girl, please.
Lying.
For real.
Please be for real.
When you think you know your friends, but they got history or
Girl, please.
secrets.
I can't be around this
I'm not the rest of
negativity.
your classmates. Anyway, that wraps up.
I don't have no classmates. I was at school by myself.
Anyway,
fuck them bitches. We got our 10-year reunion next year.
All right, Jalisa.
that wraps up another episode of Triple
Triple
P&J.
P&J.
Mine is one of the P's,
Yep.
but we got an A.
Yeah. A. First letter of the alphabet.
Triple P&J
Podge.
Right.
All right, that's enough.
Make sure on make sure on
That part.
YouTube you like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure on the audio platforms you download our episode.
I could be the PB and J.
That's the and symbol.
Yeah,
Who
but I
is
could
B?
be the.
Who is B?
What?
PB and who is that?
No, okay. Well, what is it? PB?
You don't even know the name of the
He's
show.
triple,
Okay.
here, triple P, and
Triple
then
P.
and then
He said
And I,
PB&J.
okay, long story short, I could be the and. That was
you
the
mean
long.
ampersand.
There isn't an
Yes,
and.
I could be the ampersand.
Ampersand.
Anderson. Bye, y'all.
Bye.